Good morning, everybody. It's your boy D Max. So let's talk about this thing real quick. So we finally seeing the swamp be drained. This was a declaration that was made by Donald Trump when he was in office. He was making it seem like he was draining the swamp, which in essence he kind of did because he did come in and call out a lot of the wrongs that was being done. Like him or not, Trump did expose a lot of stuff in the United States, and we definitely needed that because everybody was scared to say or do anything as to where he wasn't. So I do give him credit for that. But now we're in a place to where he's become a victim of his own statement because now as we drain the swamp, we find out that he was one of the creatures in the swamp that needed to be drained as well. So I'm feeling a little bit excited. I'm feeling confident, a little more confident in our government just for today, right now, because I've been seeing in the judicial system that we've been holding judges more accountable. Say like this judge recently, what's her name? Judge Onita, the one who let me get the story straight because I don't want to lead anybody astray. Okay, so she was robbed. She had a home invasion. She was robbed and they did a recording. I guess the police did to get their statements or whatever, or I don't know if it was their camera system or whatever. But anyway, there's a recording of this judge and her husband talking about non-white people, black people, brown people, saying the N word and all of those things like that, and feeling, and then when she got caught, this is the new Karen thing to do. Oh, I was on some heavy narcotics at the time, so I was out of my mind and just saying things. No, what's in you comes out. Whether you're on narcotics, whether you're on alcohol, what they say, a drunk man tells no lies. Yeah, that's when the truth come out, your true feelings. And then I'll say this: her husband wasn't on no type of drugs. He wasn't on no type of painkillers or any type of mind altering medication that would cause him to make racial slurs. So you mean to tell me that brings up racial tendencies in you? This is what this lady is trying to get us to believe, and she's a judge, but she's being held accountable for her stuff. And I'm so glad of that because we are truly draining the swamp, because this is where we're truly going to see some change when we get these dirty local officials out of office. And that's what's seeming to be taking place right now. So I'm feeling more confident because of this happening. We also had a story about this judge down in Tennessee, right around the Antioch area. This is where my sister stays. Shout out to my sister Ursel and all my family down there. Love y'all. But the story was this: this white female judge was getting angry because people were being pushed out of Memphis because of gentrification and being pushed over into their city. And these were majority black people that were being pushed over into their city and into their county. And the people in that county did not want these black people pushed over into their county. And so what they did, they put pressure on this female judge down there to begin to harass the black children, to begin to harass the black people who are coming into this area, to deter people, black people specifically, from moving over into that area, even though they're being pushed out of their homes into that area by force. And so once this came to light, now we're seeing something being done about it. But there was once upon a time, and I'm not talking about a long time ago, not even 2 or 3 years ago, this would have never been spoken of. This would have never been heard of. And they would have swept everything under the rug and they would have tried to fix it up and kept this woman in position. But we're in a new day. There's a dawning of a new age right now. I've said this time and time again that those 400 years are up. Those 400 years that y'all had to build and establish everything that you wanted, that 400-year head start, is over. And now we're starting to catch up. So if you look at it like a race, you already started the race and you're halfway around the track. And now our firing gun just went off. And we're making up ground and we're catching up to you before you even make it to that last curve before the last long stretch. That's what it's looking like. And that's why so many of them are afraid, because they see our capabilities untethered and uninhibited, and they're very afraid of the superior nature that we possess. So this is going to cause a whole lot of friction, because anytime there's going to be in something, then that means there's going to be some pushback, because there's somebody on the other side of that situation who's benefiting from it, and they like the way those things are. And so in order for the things that we're going through to fully change, we understand that there's going to have to be a hard push, because there's somebody on the other side pushing back. But the people that's pushing on this side is a lot stronger. So, those pushbacks, while they will delay the progress, it will not impede or stop the progress. So, we'll just continue on steadily, continue on calling out these things that we're seeing, continue to hold these people accountable in this new age and time that we're living in, and this new America that we're building that has no place for racism and the old way of thinking. That's the only thing about the evolution of today that really the fact that racism is becoming more and more obsolete, because people are finding out that it is useless in the society that we're going into. But yet and still, you're going to have those who are going to hold on to the old and try to bring the old back and try to make things great again from back in the day when they were in power. So we have to expect that. But we have to also know that that is no longer a thing. Those are people who are just wishing in the wind, and they're going to fall to the wayside, and they're going to eventually die with that mindset. So there's going to be those people no matter what you do. It's not going to be a utopia where everything is blissful and everybody's getting along together, but it is going to be a place where everybody has an understanding of our existence and what it takes to make this country move forward into where we're trying to push it. So that excites me. That makes me feel a little bit all the way, but a little bit better about what's going on in this world, because we haven't lost all hope. But to all of these officials, these judicial officials who are getting caught in these practices that you've done for so long and they are no longer feasible, your time is up. Your time is absolutely up. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got your Marys off, because God is really about to come through and do a new thing. And this thing is not going to include you and your vanity. So, let's just sit back and chill and watch God work. It's your boy D Mac, man. You know what I say. Sticks and stones can break your bones, but the word can always heal you. I'm out.